What's good, Tribubers? Your boy Chugs back here again today for a update on Axie Infinity and the breeding cost involved within it. What it's going to cost you to breed 2 Axies at 0 breed count to get something decent is what we're going to go into today. Now, there's a few things I want to go over. First is price. Now, if we look at chillaxie.com, we can see that they have a nice breeding cost based on the current prices of the Ethereum AXS and SLP for us. Now, I'm going to transfer all this over into Australian dollars for us because I'm obviously Australian. Now, I'm also going to do it in US dollars for us as well. So we're going to have both those comparisons there for us. So if we first check the AXS token for us, it is $57.5 dollars. And if we check it in USD, sorry, let's just change that up. It is $42. Now let's compare that to the AXS, $42.50 and $42.50. So it is right on the money. It is completely the same. If I then go do the same with the SLP, 34 Australian cents at the moment, and in USD, for some reason it's glitching out of me. It should already be at US dollars. It is 25 cents, 25.2 cents. Good, so 25. Good. It is all lined up and synced up. Let's look at the Ethereum as well. So here we go. So Australian dollars, it is 3,000, almost 300 Australian dollars. And we'll line that up with the US as well. 2.433. Go back to Chillaxie, it is 2.433. So these are real time, guys. This is what it costs now, right this second, 30th July 2021 at 1:32 p.m. So what are we looking at? We're looking at 0 breed cost Axies, never been bred, they're virgins. They are looking at to be 300 SLP for 2. So that is so for 2 Axies breeding. So that's 150 each if you are a 0 breed count Axie. All right, guys. So we have our 300 SLP. That is times our 0.25. So that's our $75. But let's just do that. 0.25 times our 300 equals our $75. Good. All right, so 75 is in the back of our head. Good. We then are going to calculate. Now, this already has it for us, but we're double checking it. We're going to do 42.5, which is what it was a second ago. Yeah, 42.5 times our 4 AXS that we need for breeding, which is 170, plus that onto our $75 of SLP, gives us our 245. As you can see here, it is on the money for Chillaxie to give us the actual cost of current real-time US dollars for breeding a 0 count Axie to a 1 count Axie. Now, if we then breed that Axie a second time, it's going to cost us double the amount of SLP, but the same in AXS, right? So total cost is a little bit more. It's 0.03 extra of a Ethereum, which equates to $320. So if I plus it together, that 245 plus our 320, then we got $565 to breed 2 Axies. Okay, now if I convert that to Australian dollars, what did I say? It was 565. That is 764 Australian dollars to breed 2 Axies. Okay, so that's kind of cool, but then you look at, well, what if those Axies are crap? Okay, what are they going to be worth? And what if they're good? What are they going to be worth? Okay, so obviously we try not to breed crap, as you know, we want to breed cards that are viable at the moment or in the meta, or that are, you know, succeeding in the you know, arena, or at least in adventure mode. So I'm going to look at now what a good bug, a good aqua, and a good plant and beast prices look like at breed count 0 and at full pureness, at least for the aquas, birds, and beast. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because some plants are better off having some parts essentially comboed out if you like. I mean, well, they all are. They all better sometimes when they have parts comboed out. But if you want the basic plant with like full max health, and you know, a good basic tank for your lineup, which every good Axie group, you know, is rolling at the moment, and they all really need. So we're going to look at that, and average price of that is $630 US dollars. Okay, so 630. That's if you get the cheapest one there, right? And the chance that you're going to get the cheapest one, well, let's say you're not. So let's go to a slightly more expensive one, maybe with carrot as well. So we're going to have a 0 breed count Axie. It's a plant. It's a purebred. It's got the max amount of health. It's got both our draw card, gain energy, steal energy, and then do some damage with shield combo. Now, I roll a disguise Axie as well, which is obviously a different card here. And that's a bug part, which means that it would not be a purebred, and it might be worth about the same actually from what I just checked before. Not much difference there from the purebred because the cards are, again, it's another gain energy card, and that comboed with another gain energy or draw or steal energy kind of works well at the moment. So let's continue to add this up. Okay, we still have our calculator. Okay, now we have our $565 US at the moment. And now let's say we want to create a breeding loop of breeding plants over and over again, so we don't have to keep buying plants to breed them, because obviously we know that we cannot breed mum and dad with daughter or son, you know, so we can't breed parents with siblings, but you can breed them with uncles and or grandparents and stuff like that. There's some solid inbreeding happening, but it doesn't matter because they're Axies. You basically want to start that loop with a 3 lot of Axies that you want. So you can breed 2 together, and then the children of these 2 could breed with this guy up here, right? And then the children of these 2 can breed with these guys up here and stuff like that, and continue a chain. So that's cool. The chain does happen. So let's say we need 3 at a price of $630 each. Yeah, so let's say we get it, you know, let's say it's $650 by the time we've put all the gas fees in and stuff like that, right? So let's say it's another $650 times 3, so let's say it's another $1950 on top. Yeah, so $1950, so that equals our $2,515 to get our 3 Axies that we can then start breeding and looping. Yeah, just of plants with our first 2 breeds. So that means we're going to have 5 in total after we've done this, assuming that the prices do not change if we did it today. Yeah. All right. So that's in US dollars. If I change that to our Australian dollars, I just want to see what we're going to get. So that's our 3,402 Australian dollars. Now that is obviously more than 1 Ethereum. That is a little bit like 1.1 at the moment or something like that. You know, is that good? Is that bad? You be the judge. It allows you to create a loop of constantly breeding. It's a good thing to have those 3 in a loop, because that means that once you've done the 2 count breed, you can kind of start again and do 2 counts with the new siblings, do 2 counts with the new siblings, and you kind of continue with that. The second you start going up here, like I said, especially when you get up to breed count 4, it definitely does not get as viable as it would be, because I mean, like, it's diminishing returns, and essentially in how this increases. It's no longer going up by 300. It's going up, it's not going up by 150 per Axie. We've now jumped and gone up, right? So it kind of doesn't become worth it at that point unless you've got no money and you got all the time in the world. So if that's the case, then, like I said, play the game and earn the SLP. Either way, you need to buy the AXS. All right, so that's one snag that you run into, is that what if this price goes up and skyrockets? Yeah, SLP might stay the same, but this is gonna really affect you. You can't mine this on the game at the moment, maybe unless you're staked in it or something like that, but we're not getting into that. We're getting into straight breeding costs, US dollars, Australian dollars, what it's going to cost to have 3 Axies on rotation breeding that loop, which allows us to constantly breed 0 to 1, so 1-2 Axie breed count, and then sell to try and retain our profit. Right, so that's our initial starting cost. Now let's say that we get that excellent breed type that we want, right? Which we could use our breed simulator for, or our Chillaxy again, where you might put in again, we're using plants right now. So let's say we put in our Axie 1, the numbers, bickety bam, put it in there, go to our Axie 2, which again I haven't checked, it's just the second one here. They might not already be excellent Axies, but at least we know that they're purebreds. Let's say if I did want to put these two bad boys in and I breed, and I want to breed it 5 times to get that rough average estimate of what it's going to be. We have 2 excellents, a good, decent, and an average. Let's do it 10 times again. Just why not? We're here, we're doing it, we're making sense of this. Now this is better for us. Out of those 10 times, it has popped out 5 excellents. That's 6 excellents, sorry. So you know that 60% chance of getting excellent Axies, and potentially some being some solid purity as well. So that's just using this Axie zone as a guide of what is excellent and what isn't. Now, it doesn't mean an excellent one is currently the best of the best in the meta, but you know, it's saying that it's got parts that, you know, at least for breeding wise, is going to be, you know, something that's going to be more expensive than something that isn't purebred. So let's say we get that 60% of the time with our money, and we can breed it, and let's say averagely we don't get it, and we're going to go back. I'm going to pay a little bit. We might sell it for a little bit less for the current prices, yeah? So let's say we sell it for 600. You know, those 2 Axies, you know, breeding 2 Axies. So we're gonna get our money back quite fast, right? Like I said, this is US dollars. You take away 600, you know, for that 1 Axie that you bred. You know, you can sell it, but remember that the other Axie is going to breed twice again with the uncle, and then you're going to kind of breed another 2, and then you're going to kind of swap. Now eventually you could start selling off Axies left, right, and center, as long as you've got these good gene pools to go with. But what if you don't have good Axies? What if you kind of just started breeding and you got all the money that you put in it's all you have, it's all you can afford, and you don't want to put any more money into the game because you're like, I just don't have it, I'm not justified, except for the fact that you see these numbers and you go, maybe I do just buy 2 more Axies that are going to breed excellent or purity straight away. Maybe that's what I need to do to get this breeding loop going. Is it worth it? Well, it seems like it will be in the long run, as long as AXS does not go up. Because as I said, well, if we go to Chillaxy, it is $42 US. Now that used to be pittance. It used to be nothing, right? So now it's quite expensive, and you know, the cost is going up to get those Axies in, you know, especially if you're getting up here. Imagine if you're at the 6 count of Axie and you're spending $1,148 in SLP and AXS to breed just once, right? And but it's okay because you can sell that 1 Axie that you bred for $600 if it's a good one. It's like, so you're losing, you know, $500-600 there. And then you do it again up here on number 7. You know, this is why when you look in the marketplace, everyone's got breeding count 1 and 2. They are the more expensive ones still, but they're also the ones that are there most commonly, because you start getting here, no one wants to buy an Axie that you can't breed unless it was like, you know, a couple of dollars, because A, I don't want to pay these prices down here, and B, like if it is a 7 count, I can't breed it. Do I want to buy an Axie with a breed count 6? I mean, they can only breed it 1 more time, and it's going to cost me $1,700 to do it. And that is US dollars, which equates to, again, let's go. It was $1,700. Oh, I'm doing stuff. $1,700. Again, $2,300 Australian to breed once with a Axie count of 6 breeds. Again, it does not seem viable in the least, which is why most people sell at this 2 mark or 3 mark. Even at one point, I see where people are getting rid of that because they're still making that solid number. If they're selling for $650 and it's only cost them $240, all right, sounds like a plan. But then we go on and we look at, well, what if I'm breeding, you know, these aquas together? Now, aquas, double aqua combo with like a plant tank at the front, that's a solid meta at the moment. So they're going for a lot more. These are purebred Axies, which have decent cards like Swift Escape, Tail Slap for energy, Lamb, and then, you know, like these are high damage cards with some energy back. Now, if you don't want the energy and you have another damage card there, again, the price is pretty much the same, right? But you kind of want to keep those energy high when you got that double aqua combo. So maybe one of them would have it, or you'd have like a tank that's just constantly stealing and gathering. But you know, that's the current meta, and you look at it and you go, well, oh, that's even more expensive. You go, that's 765. And you go, okay, so if I was buying 3 of them, like I said, we had our initial investment. That's our 245 that we had, yeah. So 245, which is what our Axies cost to breed once, you know, plus our second lot of breeding, which was 319, right? And then we go up, right, and we plus that by, well, let's go to those Axies again. 754, 754, 754. You know, so 2150, let's say, roundabouts. You know, so it's 2150. Just it's close. 2714, 2714. Let's go back to the calculator for Aussie dollars. 2714. All right, so it's going to cost us 3,671 if I want to breed aquas. Right now, aquas are again the go-to at the moment. Everyone's rolling them, and as you can see, that's a purebred bird, which again, high damage, you know, 110, 120, 120, 150. It's a good looking bird. Again, no longer available. That's sold out, and that was the cheapest one there, 642. So, you know, aquas, that's the cheapest aqua. That's still there. That's all right. Again, all 0 breed counts, but it seems like aquas currently are the more expensive things. And then obviously a beast is 682 for purebred as well, with like a double nut combo, imp and Ronin. Look, yep, there you go. So, you know, it's not double nut, but I did type it in before. As you can see, double nut is there. So most of them should have that. There you go. Double nut, Ronin, imp, good. So, you know, that's about the price to breed that. And it's like, well, I hope I get that. I hope I don't mutate and get some recessive quality, which is like 30% chance of that happening or something like that. So, yeah. Is it worth breeding Axies at this current time? Like I said, to count 1 and 2. Oh, I just got rid of it. Count 1 and 2, sure is. But anything past that, you kind of start thinking, is it viable? Is it worth it? So yeah, remember, once you breed those Axies, you eventually want to get rid of them as well on those 2 counts, and then you hope that someone does buy them. And yeah, but obviously those 2 counts aren't going to be worth anywhere near as much as an Axie of zero breed. So the quick last look is $630 for an Axie with 0 breed count. A 2 breed count, right, is $504, you know, with the same pureness. So, you know, if you're selling those Axies that you've already bred with, you take another $100 to $150 off. Yeah, and that's hoping that they've got good cards. That's hoping that they're pure. So if we look at anything more above that or whatever, you can see that the prices go down a fair bit. Another $50 off. Yeah, but again, it wouldn't be worth your weight at all to breed them. So guys, that's it from me. That's what it looks like when it comes to breeding in terms of prices, Australian dollars, US dollars. So that's us looping our 0 breed count Axies with a loop of 3 of aquas, right, into our breeding them twice. You know, so we have our 5 Axies total is going to cost you 2.7 US and 3.6 Australian. So it's hefty, it's up there. And then you hope that it, you know, the market stays, doesn't hold, doesn't crash, doesn't burn, and you hope that it goes up. But then you go, oh, if it goes up, then I'm sure the AXS is going to go up as well. And what if that gets to $50, $60? And then, you know, hopefully at the same time, SLP goes up because you're mining it, but then remember you're spending it as well. So is what it is, guys. You can take away what information you will and what you want from that, but that's me signing out, and I'm not giving you any advice on that matter. I just think you should listen to the video again and make sure you're understanding what's going on and the prices involved. Again, guys, Axie has the best price list on there. It is up to date. It is current. It has the current prices of SLP, AXS, and now Ethereum, so you can do that nice crossover. But guys, that's me signing out. Take care of each other, love each other, have a good day. Bye.